So here I am continuing my playthrough of Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and here we are on Mission 2. From the main options menu, if you select story, you can actually customise your character slightly. I had enough points to give myself an air parry, which should hopefully increase my defensive and offensive abilities to an extent.
Good. I've got a clean visual.
A direct feed to your optic nerve. Yes, I should hope so, huh? I mean, how does it feel to fly like a bird?
Like a bird strapped to a remote control rocket.
We will get you in safely, Tovarich. Just relax and enjoy the ride.
At the end of the last mission, if you remember, a guy called Sam, I believe,
Doctor,
took out Raiden's left arm and his eye.
Seizing nano repair units from your foes. And 2.
absorbing their electrolytes. I got it.
Yes, enemy cyborgs should provide plenty of MCFC electrolytes once you slice them open and extract their fluids.
They're terrorists. I was planning on that anyway.
Oh, and their left hands, if you please.
Excuse me?
The combat data stored on holographic memory, typically located in the left hand. That data is very valuable. I am authorized to offer you upgrades and services in exchange for it.
How generous.
Ich liebe Kapitalismus. Had the wall come down a few years earlier, I would have a Nobel Prize on my shelf.
There, I see land.
3 mics out, closing.
No activity at the airbase. Looks like we don't need to worry about interceptors.
Great. Then we have time for a quick briefing.
I know you miss me, Kev, but I've been all over the materials.
That's what you said before Montenegro. Look, just humor me, buddy. Objectives, of course, are enter Abkhazia, neutralize the terrorists, and restore the rightful government, or what's left of it anyway. The president and most of the cabinet have been killed, and a military junta's been established. The terrorists brain-jacked all the high-ranking officers, and their cyborgs scattered the rank and file. The few leaders who have survived have no way of openly opposing the new regime. That's why they called us.
This game does seem to have an excessive amount of cutscenes.
An extremist linked to both the St. Petersburg massacre of 2015 and last year's terror spree in Georgia. And his arms supplier? None other than Desperado Enforcement, LLC.
Imani's killers.
If we don't stop them here, they could destabilize the entire region. But our more immediate problem is Jetstream Sane. I believe you've met.
The only problem I see is that nickname.
I've got my enhancements this time. He won't be an issue.
He may not even be in country, but keep an eye out just in...
Poor choice of words.
Sorry.
Ready for insertion.
I guess they're really just trying to develop Raiden's character. Raiden was always already pretty cold. In Metal Gear Solid 2, when he's talking to Solid Snake, you find out that though Snake goes on about how fighting enemies in real life is very different to the virtual training that Raiden apparently had. Raiden doesn't seem to think much of it. Raiden was also a child soldier, so he would have. Well, I don't know. It's debatable, but the way I understand it is that probably is meant to have been the reason he's meant to be quite desensitized from it all.
Landed safely, da? First, head inland. The waypoint is marked on your Soliton radar. Contact us on codec if you have questions.
Oh, good to see the codex back from the previous games. And the stealth camo.
Nice try, but it won't do any good against a state-of-the-art cyborg like you, eh? To parry incoming hits, throw out your own barrage of light attacks while your foe is on the offensive.
Enemy's extremely aggressive in this game. I'm gonna have to watch my back constantly. think that's everyone down. I certainly could have done a lot better in that fight.
Had your fill?
With this body, I could take these guys with no eyes. Intel wasn't exaggerating on the cyborg count.
Well, you know how fast the tech's been spreading these last few years. That CNT muscle fiber packs the power of a jackhammer into every limb. What enterprising soldier of fortune could resist? And cyborgs are still human. Real thinking people. Way less risk of collateral damage than your typical UAV strike.
And don't forget the PR angle. Nations start playing Frankenstein with their troops, and the public goes nuts. PMCs, on the other hand, are off the ethical radar.
Yeah. They still don't even count PMCs in official death tolls. With SOP out of the picture, private militaries needed a new edge on the market. We got it.
In a way, cyborgs are just SOP troops by another name. Only all muscled up and less predictable.
But it makes you wonder, where'd Desperado find these guys?
I'm not complaining. They're like walking vending machines.
Right. Vending machines full of blood.
Yeah, he's sounding extremely cold there. I probably should have clarified, when I was talking about how he was a child soldier, he didn't actually remember that bit as far as I think. I think his memory is supposed to have been wiped.
I'm just the Reaper.
Damn. It's a bit cold, Raiden.
So he only thought he'd had VR training the whole time.
Anyway, his school?
Well, that's how he recalled it when he was older.
Increase the peace.
Right.
He just, I felt the need to explain that with Raiden seeming so cold, he's seeming a bit wooden almost in this game, but there is more to the character than that. It's just that he's had his development elsewhere in the other games.
Raiden, this is Boris. Give me your status.
Looks clear. No one in sight.
Good. Let's recap the route you will take. As I said, the enemy's HQ is in the refinery along the coastline. Dolzaev has been spotted there using satellite photography. Also on site, Mistral, a Desperado captain.
So I go through the city, cross the bridge into the old town, then head down to the rear of the refinery.
Still, I think they anticipate us. They will probably have a grand reception awaiting you at the old city. Do not let your guard down.
Looks like I can climb up here as well. Wonder if I can cut down that chandelier. Oh, there's something up here as well. Sweet. There are collectibles in this game. I think the thing I found up on top of the chandelier there was one of them. Looks like there's something up there as well. It looks like we're going to have to try out the stealth mechanics here. It looks like I can jump from up here, which would be cool. Whoa.
Excellent, Raiden.
That's pretty gruesome.
Raiden, take that main thoroughfare. You can use augment mode to see where the enemy is located. Your body analyzes radar and IR data to construct your AR display. Some civilians are still in the city. That is not good.
Using the AR display there, I can see that there's actually a guy in between those two soldiers down there. I'll try to do this, well, don't know if I can do it stealthily. I'll try and do it in a way that doesn't get him killed.
I'm not doing anything. Can we just kill him? It'll be easier.
That's one down. I just need to get the second guy. Luckily my sword doesn't seem to cut through the civilian. my friends advised me to use free cutting there, so that's how come I was doing that a bit slower. Oh cool, didn't realise there was a finishing move in this game.
He is scared to death, Ryder. Let him know he is safe.
Off you go, mate.
Thank you, thank you. I will not forget this.
Okay, let's see what... I'm just going to rush through to the next fight. I don't think it's particularly interesting to watch someone just explore the map. Hopefully I don't get my ass kicked here. Can't say I'm particularly confident in my ability to take on giant robots, considering my fight against the first boss didn't go so well. Oh, I don't know what this means. I think I should have used the blade mode just then. I'm not sure what I actually did. I seem to have triggered a bunch of quick time events there. Alright, cool. So if I break the cores inside the guys, it seems that I actually can restore my health to full, which is very handy against this guy over here, because he's completely whooping me. Okay, blade mode does not work against that. I'm going to just have to stick with blocking. Can't work out how to time the parry against it to go into blade mode, if I can either go in blade mode against this guy. I'm not quite sure. Well, that went better than I thought it would.
Very good, Ryder. Now.
I was mentioning earlier just how it's cool how the battle zones were explained within the story to avoid collateral damage. Ooh, cool. Bazooka. Or rocket launcher to be more precise. Okay, before I go into the next fight, I'm just going to stop this video and I'll start the next one.